I'd like to invite on stage the next author who's going to present their paper titled Innovative Approaches by Mixing Traditional and Modern Methods for Optimal Data Collection, a Comparative Study of Consumer Behavior in the Indian Market.
Tring, 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 tring.
Hello.
Hey, hi Ashish, how are you?
Good. Good morning, Rick. How are you?
All good, yeah, all good. Actually, I called you for, inquiring about one proposal I'm working on. And, I'm working on a proposal in which we need 2,000 respondents. And I know it's very hard to reach. And the challenge is that we have to submit the report within a week. And budget is limited as usual. So can you help?
Yes, Rick, for sure. Guys, I've lost my hair hearing these things all over the years in my career in market research. But Rick, yes, are you open to new challenges? We have some new solutions in the market. Will you be open to that?
What kind of new solutions you are providing?
Let's come to MRSI session. We are presenting over there.
Okay, I'm coming soon.
Come. Good morning, everyone. This is Ashish Mathur, and with me is my colleague Tarun Khanna. Hi. Today, we are excited to present a paper around mixed methodologies in data collection and sampling. In this room, everybody must be facing issues with data collection when doing things like high cost of the project at the end of the day, unable to reach target audiences, poor data quality, respondent fatigue or high dropout rates, and the most important, the crunching timelines in our projects. Tarun, we are a tech-driven company, so can we do something about it?
Absolutely. We have a solution. Everyone is talking about that buzzword. I mean, we have heard so many times in the previous presentation as well. Can you guess what that buzzword is? AI. You said it absolutely right. We all know how AI has transformed our lives in our day-to-day operations. We can create automated reports. We can create dashboards. Even, we can create LinkedIn posts within a quick time. I wish we could have made the PPT using AI, which would have been look better. But now, AI has, expanded its horizon. Now it has moved from research operations into the data collection. So in this presentation, we'll be talking about how AI-driven solutions can help us in data collection and overcoming these challenges as well.
Oh, really? I was not sure that AI can do something for data collection also.
Absolutely. If you have heard about ESOMAR Congress, someone was talking about it. There were 5 back-to-back presentations on synthetic data only. So a lot of buzz is going around the industry, and we hope that this will give us a better solution in future. So let's talk about synthetic data. I am sure that you all have heard this particular term. Synthetic data, as the name suggests, it is artificially generated using algorithms. You can create personas, you can get insights from it. However, we all know that AI is not 100% reliable. We have to have some kind of data to validate what we are doing. So what we did is, we moved one step ahead, and we made one extended version of synthetic data, which we are calling as synthesized. It's not patent, so it's a new word. Unlike synthetic data, synthesized data takes care of the same thing. It can create personas, it can give you the results, it can give you insights. The only thing changes is that in this synthesized data, we give existing respondents. So what we are saying is we are not totally relying on synthetic or AI-based data solutions. We are collecting the data from online panel, and then we are merging it with large language models to create the synthesized data. So both the things are AI-driven. However, in the subsequent slides, we'll be comparing the results that how these can help us better.
So we did a comparative study to prove it that how we can do it. So first was online panel collection, data collection for 200 respondents. Then we did 200 completes through synthetic data using prompts without any data, historic data. Then we did 300 completes. 200 were the completes, the new respondents based on the historic data, and 100 completes based on the incompletes or dropouts we got during the online traditional panel data collection. So that was the methodology. Next. And our research brief, we chose healthy snacking as the category for the consumption of peanut butters with Indian consumers. And our questionnaire had 3 segments. First one was demographics, or you can say demographics along with psychographic, then category perception, and at last brand mapping was there. So with these 3 things, we created 2 data sets to compare. First data set was the traditional data through panel along with the synthetic data, and the second one was the panel data along with the synthesized data. So that was the methodology we used, and now Tarun will discuss about the results.
Okay, so as we discussed that, we created 2 merged data sets, one with online data and synthetic data. Another one was online data with synthesized data. Sorry for the confusion. The order has been changed because AI didn't generate this report. We humans made it, and we make mistakes. So let's talk about the results. I mean, few KPIs that we tried to compare. So we asked respondents that what are their perception on the healthy snacks, and you can see the basic attributes that how they actually gave us the results. So on the right-hand side, you can see the data that we generated using LLM without any existing data. We can see that the results are there, but these are not in line with the data collected from the online panels. Whereas the synthesized data, which basically use the existing respondents, although there is a difference, but the results are in line with what the data was saying from the online respondents. So here are a few more KPIs like brand consideration, the brands which are primarily doing peanut butter. And the same trend is going here as well. We can see the results, but the synthesized data is performing a little better considering the modeling. It is important to see that why synthesized data is working better. There could be 2 reasons. One reason is it is very important when we are doing the mixed methodology, where we are combining the data from online panels and these AI-driven solutions. It is very important that we collect the data with high quality measures. We have to make sure the data that we are collecting has the quality checks. We are removing the bots, we are removing the bad respondents, and we are applying the good checks, so that at least the online data is absolutely fine. Because if this data is wrong, then probably our research will go here and there. And second important thing is that we use we use LLM, and then we use synthesized data, and so it created a good balance and give us the good insights. So let's talk about the challenges and how we overcome that.
So we started with few of the challenges, and when we look back that how the combined approach is solving those challenges. Regarding the unable to reach target audiences, when we are working with the synthesized or synthetic data, we are creating different personas, and there are many personas which we cannot target in the real life when working through online panels. But with this, yes, we can get data. So this is the enhanced segmentation capabilities, making data richer and more in terms of insights. Respondent fatigue and dropouts. Like I told you about earlier, that 100 respondents were those who were the dropouts during the phase of online data collection. So this method not only gives you completes through the model, but also a behavioral completion of incompletes. So in this way, we are getting more completes in a lesser time. So next slide. The poor data quality. We have already cleaned the data, and when we are using that cleaned data after all the quality checks and balances, so what data we are getting over here for the 500 completes out of those 200 panel data, that's better in quality, better in results with the richer insights when we used LLM models. Time consuming, it has been taken care by when we are creating the models. It took us a lot of time and research, lots of months to come to this stage. But once that is done, it's a job of only 15-20 minutes to get the data with us. And at last, but not the least, for each of us in this room, high project cost is one factor we always keep in mind, or we have at the last to take care. So here, yes, creating these models took us both money and time, but once that is done, we can go ahead with this. This is saving a lot of money to us.
Okay, so we are at conclusion stage, and we will conclude what are our findings. So as we said that these AI-powered solutions can definitely help us in scaling the results and give us, helping us filling the gaps. But we have to treat these AI solutions as an add-on. We have to understand that data collection has been a key aspect of the research, and it will always be there. We are still exploring how AI-driven solutions can be powerful in doing the advanced research like MaxIF, conjoined e-commerce, and other things. So we are yet to explore whether this will be applicable for those research or not. So these AI-powered solutions definitely helpful, but we have to be very careful while we are designing the models, because we have to apply the logics like termination, skip logic, so that we get the relevant data. As we saw, the synthesized data was performing better. So if we are thinking of doing a research which will be needing the combined research, then we have to make sure that we are feeding some kind of respondents into it so that we get the valuable insights. So at the end of the day, we would like to thank Insights Curry for helping us in giving us the synthesized data, our partner. Thanks for listening to us, and if you have any questions, we are happy to answer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, so the first question is, how many studies have you done where a combination of real and synthetic data was utilized?
Right, so we tried doing it for multiple studies, and this was the study that we did recently. The challenge that we are facing is to convince the clients with the synthetic data. So we have done like a couple of studies to get the results.
The next question is, what is the minimum sample required to get this synthesized data?
That's a good question. So, it's important that how many personas we are looking for a specific study. If suppose there are 4 or 5 personas that we have identified for any specific study, then we can assume like 100 respondents if we can get, then we can get the valuable insights. And of course, we are in the research industry, higher the better.
Yeah, just to add a point over here, when we are going for synthetic or synthesized, we have to add some more psychographic questions compared to what we do in online panels questionnaires. So based on that, the higher number, the better.
The next one is there any reason the synthetic data response is always lower than the online and synthesized data?
Right, actually this is our finding, that we found that when the data was not given to the model and just we were relying on the large level models to give us the results, we found it was much deviated. And that was the reason why we thought that if we add some real respondents into it, it might give us more results, and this is our finding as well.
Just to add a point over here, when we are going with the synthetic data is the data which is in the internet universe. And whatever feedback or other things, numbers are there in the internet sphere for India, those numbers will be shown. So that can differ in the real time when we are doing any research, like this research we did in the metro cities, so that can always make a difference.
And the last one, for a question like brand recall for peanut butter in India, is there really enough data to make LLMs for synthetic data, which forms the basis of your comparison?
Yes, we collected 200 completes through online research, and that was the basis for synthetic and synthesized. Even in synthetic, we created 200 different personas, not a few, for those 200 completes. And the same way in the synthesized, we fed the entire data of 200 completes into the system for 300 completes for synthesized.
Right, and to add, when we did the synthetic data, when we give the prompts that what all brands are there and what is the awareness over there, we were getting decent results. But we saw that in synthesized, when the actual responses are there, the results are better.
Thank you. There are a couple more.